Girl can't be a stylist neither. When she's fixing somebody's collar, I don't know what may happen next time she. What's up, man?
I'm just saying, like, a lawsuit, bro. Lawyers,
You know.
What's up, everybody? This is the world famous Ed Lover, and you are watching Forgotten Kings TV. That's right, Forgotten Kings TV. Come on, son.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the MREC and Rip Show. Rec, what's good?
What's happening, Rip? What's shaking?
Listen, man, it ain't the algorithm, okay? Shit dry as hell out here right now, but you know, weather's breaking. You know, people going outside, so you know how we do. We had to get these topics. What you been up to, King? All is well?
All is well. Getting to it. You know, let's get to it.
Listen, ain't nobody pulled up on you lately now, have they?
Ain't pulling up on me. I'm a ninja. Gotta find me somewhere. You know what I mean? Like my man Styles P said, the way I live, you would think I was hiding.
Damn.
You know what I mean?
Damn. Well, listen, apparently J.Cole pulled up on Camron finally after, you know, it was reported that Camron sued J. Cole, man. What are your thoughts on this clip we about to play? Matter of fact, let's just play the clip and then we'll get, you know, give y'all our thoughts. But, you know, apparently J. Cole pulled up on Camron.
Would he pull up for a latte? Let's see what this footage is looking like, man.
Yeah, let's see, man. Let me hit this mic. Hold on.
Can't be a stylist neither. When she's fixing somebody's collar, I don't know what may happen next time she. What's up, man?
I'm just saying, like, a lawsuit, bro. Lawyers,
You know, it wasn't like that.
I'm just saying, bro. You got niggas like.
And just like that, that's all they give y'all, man. Cole came through the studio.
Yo, respectfully, yo,
Man.
Cam is the homie. I rock with J. Cole's the lyricists and everybody over there. Y'all gotta step up your production, man, on the pull up and the intro, and you know, I guess the promo clip, man. You know, gotta be more convincing, man. You know, and you know, J. Cole, his demeanor is not of that nature. You know what I'm saying? He's not gonna he's not gonna come across aggressive. Not to say, you know, everybody got it in him, you know what I'm saying, at one time or another, in terms of handling a business as a man, but come on, like, y'all gonna do it, y'all gotta sell it better than that. Y'all gotta sell it.
Right.
You gotta sell it better than that, man.
I mean, I'm sure they thought in the moment, you know, they put something together because this would be awkward, right? Considering Cam jumped out there and it was announced that he was suing J. Cole. You know, for those who may not know, there was a verse that was given to J. Cole in exchange for an interview with Cam on his said platform. And the moment that Cam didn't get that interview, you know, he made several attempts, and for whatever reason, he said, you know what, let me, you know, make the arrangements and sue J. Cole. I mean, come on. Clearly, this had to be, you know, some level of miscommunication. You know, at that time, according to Cam, J. Cole wanted to do it at the right moment, you know? And here we go.
Yeah.
Cole dropped a new album, right? He's selling albums out the trunk of his car. So this is the perfect time. I mean, shout out to J. Cole for even honoring this because he could have curved Cam. Keep it real.
That's a fact. He could have curved him. In fact, I thought he did curve him because he gave Nadeska an interview. You know what I'm saying? I think it came out a couple of days ago, sometime last week. But who knows? He may have did it around the same time, but they just put out the promo clip, you know, towards the weekend going into, you know, the following week, because his show is you know, they scheduled to drop every Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. The talk with Flea.
Yeah, I think it airs on Revolt on television first. You know, whoever has Revolt on television, because everyone is moved over to streaming platforms. But listen, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna be tuned in just to see how that conversation plays out, because how does Cam not know that J. Cole needed more time? Come on.
Correct. I mean, plus as an artist, I know for me, it's a vibe. You know, the vibe gotta be right. You know, and that's just what it is. To me, the best music come out when the vibe is right. You can't rush greatness. You know? And I think that's where a lot of artists fell at, because they so into putting out music, but to me it's always quality over quantity, you know?
Yeah, I mean, J. Cole is one of those artists, you know? And like I said, it's a perfect opportunity. Shout out to Cole for even honoring this, because some would say, nah, you played yourself. It's the perfect opportunity for the rollout. But like I said, it's good to see that they were able to get past this.
Correct.
But, you know, for the record, according to what I'm seeing here on this this article right here, they're saying that J. Cole's legal team initially thought that the verse given from Camron was voluntary. All right. It didn't come with any stipulations or anything like that. You see what I mean? So, but as of earlier this year, as we see, lawsuit dismissed, because J. Cole is here to, you know, of course, announce his new project, right? Talk about whatever miscommunication that happened. And we just have to wait and see. But like you said, y'all got to sell it better than that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that pull-up game was dumb weak. Respectfully, you know what I mean? Don't take it personally, Cam or Cole. I rock with y'all, but, you know, I does this content thing, been in this shit for 2 decades, man. You know what I mean? Definitely can holler at me respectfully, and we can get that thing right over there. You feel me?
Yes.
That content smoking over there. You know what I mean? Respectfully, you know? For a nice check. Holla at MREC. You know what I mean? But nevertheless, I understand the marketing strategy. You know, Cam's supposed to be dropping a mixtape Tuesday. I believe this is dropping Tuesday. So he got a full rollout. And now looking at everything, J. Cole project came out, I believe, first week of February. So this looks like they discussed this marketing strategy. You know what I mean? Yo, Cam, I'ma just drop. I'm not gonna do no interviews. And when I do interviews, I'm gonna come see you first. You know what I mean? And Cam was like, yeah, I'm gonna put out a mixtape the following month. And here we are. You know what I mean? I guess we get the mixtape as well as the interview, you know? And then look at it this way. J. Cole just dropped the album a month ago, and he didn't do no interviews going into the rollout of the album, you know? So I guess this is the interview that the fans been waiting for. Hopefully Camron did his due diligence with the questions. You know what I mean?
Right,
so we'll see.
Right.
We'll see.
I mean, you know, it's a lot that has changed over the past several years. We just talked about how much time has passed since COVID, right? And initially we seen, you know, a rollout with Cam and Mace with the project Willie Burgers that still hasn't dropped. Mace has flirted with the idea of putting out a new project, yet, you know, nothing has dropped. And even Cam, you know, there's music. You know, just a year ago, he said he wasn't putting out a solo album. So I don't know. Maybe he's just, you know, filling out everything, seeing how the people are going to respond. But he has dropped another freestyle, Cam, and I'll leave the link in the description. You know, he rapping over the, I think it's the Michael Jackson beat, Want to Be Starting Something. You know, this is, you know, one of several freestyles that, you know, he's dropped over the past couple of years. I mean, do you want to hear a new album from Cam at this point?
I mean, if it's heat, yeah. I always want to hear some heat. And I'm gonna say this. I heard, well, let me say this. They got some heat. Mason, Cam, far as like album material.
It says it right here. 19
burgers and niggas got heat. Mace, Cam, and Kiss. Let me just say that. Got some heat. So
do you think that's the album worth dropping? Out of all these projects, do you think they should just hit the button on that project with him and Mace?
I mean, but you want to roll out though, because if you just drop that randomly, it's gonna go over people's heads, you know? Because they got some flamers on there. You know what I mean?
Oh,
got some bangers on there.
You know that, but the people don't know that.
Well, that's on them. You know what I'm saying?
They come outside. You know what I mean? It's time to hit the button. What are we waiting on?
Yeah. Now you gotta you know, drop some joints, drop a record or two, you know, find ways to promote these songs. You know what I'm saying? It's a new day, just get creative.
Salute world, I need y'all to do me a favor right now and check out the homie Hotep's latest single, Love for Fashion. All right, available on all streaming platforms. I'm about to bless y'all with a teaser from the video. If you like what you hear, make sure to hit the link in the description. Head on over to his YouTube channel, subscribe, like the video, and make sure to tell him Rip sent you. All right, y'all. Peace.
Yeah, but real quick. Rip going sneakers with the real shirt. Oversized slacks, so the jean shorts. Matter of fact, I'm Mary's go right with the fit. Got a clear pepper, these Cartier frames got tints.
Thank you for watching my video. If you like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And also, hit that notification bell to get the latest on hip-hop, sports, comedy, whatever. All right, we got you covered over here at Forgotten Kings TV. And also, click on one of these videos, okay? All right, y'all. Peace.